good news is, today I'm walking into this video knowing that YouTube is gonna demonetize this. Like, if they're demonetizing a video I made about winter and a Halloween haul, then this real world shit that like maybe deserves a video being made about it, there's no way that that's advertiser friendly. So I can say whatever I want, it's all pointless. Hello, and welcome to today's video. My name is Kristen, and you should hit that subscribe button because, like I said, YouTube ain't helping me out at all. We've reached that outright level of desperation. So you've just woken up, and you've gone on Twitter, and you've learned some news that hero, that idol that you had, is a really shitty person. What a world! What a world. I know a lot of people are experiencing a sort of like emotional fatigue from how much we are learning about people that we idolize or really thought we knew when they were celebrities, which we don't know them, but we'll get back to that. But I understand that because I feel it as well. It's a lot, there's been a lot, it's a good thing that's happening, but I understand where people are coming from, which is why today's video is not about those shitty people and what they did, but what we do after. Because if there's anything good that we can take from these situations, these horrible situations that happen to people, other than justice being served and creating a more open and safe environment for people to have this dialogue, it's that we can revisit that idea of idolization and thinking that we know people when we just don't. And even beyond that, what you do in this situation when now this person that you felt some sort of love for, it's obviously not like a real love, but it's a different kind of love that you felt for them, what you do about that and how you can funnel that in a different way. So first, celebrity obsession. I want to be really clear, I'm totally guilty of this. Over and over again, time and time again, I have obsessed over celebrities or big things, big projects, all of those sorts of things, and it's definitely part of my personality. I'm a really super passionate person. I really like to know everything about someone or project. I'm a behind the scenes junkie. I'm like all these other things. I'm a Ravenclaw. It's what I do. There is without a doubt a level of unhealthiness to that, in that feeling of thinking you know somebody just because you've watched so many interviews of them or you follow them on Twitter and Tumblr and whatever. And I love the internet, obviously, but the internet is also a place that has, I think, in a lot of ways made that worse. I mean, Tumblr culture, there's so much fangirling and fan obsession. You know, you have all this fan art and fan fiction, and I'm not saying those things are bad things because I do not think that they are, but I think that we perpetuate to a degree this like large obsession, and we become all encompassed to it to the degree that we ignore things. And the YouTube community is a huge example. We've had a couple of times now where big YouTubers have been accused of sexual assault, rape, you name it, and you see these large groups of people that are fans of this person that just refuse to hear anything bad being said about them, that refuse to listen to these people that are saying that this thing happened to them because they so badly feel like they know this person and want to be there for them. And that's where this becomes really unhealthy, and I think that we can perpetuate that. And I'm not blaming people on the internet for these people doing these things, because the only people responsible for these people doing these things are themselves. But the celebrity obsession is also something we really gotta talk about. Your idols are not incapable of making mistakes or making terrible decisions. They are not on some other level than you are. We are all on the same level. We are all human. We are all doing, you know, hurting people in some way. And some people are really hurting people. And I really would just encourage people to take a step back. Really look at them and recognize that that is a real person that you idolize for these reasons. And there's nothing wrong with making fan art or fan fiction or whatever, like fan videos, anything. But the moment that you stop viewing that person as a real person is when the problem comes. When you think that they are on some other, you know, next level human, and that just isn't a thing that exists. And again, I am guilty of this. I am 100% guilty of this. And if somebody tomorrow were accused from the Harry Potter cast, like some major member of the Harry Potter cast, I would be heartbroken, and I would be lying if my first instinct weren't to be like, no, it can't be, but it can be. And that's the difference, is you have to realize that it can be. And moving on to kind of the second part of this video, what do you do when you find out that your hero is not who you thought that they were? One of the things that I have found really helpful, because some of the people that have been accused are people that I've been fans of and I've had to reconcile that, is identifying what made them my hero, or what did I idolize about them. I think sometimes we just get into the pattern of liking someone's personality that we're like, oh, they're one of my idols, but we don't necessarily know what it is about them that we actually idolize. This was something that I began thinking about because I started thinking about the first video that I made this year, which was sort of a tribute video to the people that passed away last year, the celebrities that passed away last year, and it was a collection of quotes that I felt like they would want to be remembered for. And it's sort of in those same lines, like if I'm looking at a person like J.K. Rowling, what I really, really love about her is her imagination. I think her imagination is just unbelievable. She's so creative and so smart in that ways, and so those are the things that I love about her. And I think if you can identify that within a person, then if they end up being accused of something, or they end up not being the person you think they are, you can still carry those things that you loved about them with you, but remove them from the picture. You know, you still have learned lessons from them. They were just these minuscule lessons that didn't have to do with the things that they did, hopefully. If they're that, then that's problematic. You should have heroes. You should have idols. I don't want anybody leaving this video thinking that I'm saying you shouldn't. I think that it's a very healthy thing. I think it's a motivating thing. As long as, again, you don't take it to an unrealistic level, I think it's a good thing. But I think we're all collectively due to be sobered up a little bit about our intensity of how we feel for these people, and we need to kind of take it down a notch and be like, okay, well, I love them for this, but I don't really know them, and that's okay. Have I seen pretty much every interview that J.K. Rowling has ever done? Yes. But in actuality, do I know her? No. And this is all example, by the way. J.K. Rowling has not been accused of anything. It's been on my mind a lot. I think it's been on a lot of people's minds a lot, but it's been on mine a lot because I really struggle with separating the art from the artist. And so for a lot of these people, I'll never watch their movies or TV shows again because I just personally can't do that. That's just something we have to deal with, and we should deal with, because the opposite of that is having these people stay quiet and having them suffer, and that's not fair. So that is today's video. I hope that that was succinct. I know that the moment that I go to edit this, I'm gonna be like, you forgot this and you forgot this, and oh no, you said that wrong. But I just wanna have a discussion about it. As always, I wanna thank my amazing Patreon supporters, my Patreon beans. These people are amazing and they support me over on Patreon when everything's being demonetized. If you are interested in getting some rewards for tipping certain amounts of money, you can head on over there, and right now in this month, if you donate any amount of money to my Patreon page, you will get a signed holiday print. Exciting. Yay. A big shout out to Matthew. Matthew is one of my top tier patrons. Thank you, Matthew. You rock. Otherwise, I'm gonna go, because I've been filming this for like 45 minutes now because I keep on refilming things, because again, I just want to be succinct and talk about it correctly and get my emotions out. But I'm gonna go. I love you, lovely beans. Keep feeding the creative monsters, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!